Hey guys, this is DHG. I'm going to be doing another How Bad Is It, this time on a game that came out quite a while ago. As you can see, it's Homefront. Starting it up from the PlayStation 3 crossbar menu here. Get a little bit nostalgic. The Homefront was a game that had a lot of potential. It was written by the person that made, I think it was Apocalypse Now and some other movie. So it had some real creative direction behind it. And we're here to see how bad is it. Published by THQ, made by Chaos Studios. If you don't know who Chaos Studios is, I can't blame you. They didn't really make much before the studio got dissolved. But they did make a game that came out, I think 2 years before this one, called Front Lines, Fuel of War, that had a very, very cool multiplayer game mode. That was, I didn't see anything like it again until Battlefield introduced the Front Lines game mode. That all came from Front Lines, Fuel of War. Oh, there's Satan herself.
That sunk the Cheonan and took the lives of 46 South Korean sailors was fired by a North Korean submarine.
North Korea's weapons program continues to intensify.
Now surpassed 1,000 missiles.
Global leaders expressed concern over North Korea's latest atomic test.
Kim Jong-il's government strongly defended its recent atomic test as a rightful response to Western aggression. The president appeared at the UN to call for severe sanctions against North Korea.
This morning comes the news of Kim Jong-il's death.
North Koreans greet their new supreme leader, Kim Jong-il's son, Kim Jong-un.
우리 공화국의 통일은 남한과의 한민족을 갖고 올 것이며 경제와 산업의
He doesn't look like that. But they did get the right successor.
Kim Jong-un has united North and South Korea, forming the Greater Korean Republic.
Talks to end the Saudi-Iran war have stalemated once again. Meanwhile, damaged oil wells and pipelines burn uncontrollably, deeply affecting world supplies.
Although costs at the pump are ready to break the dreaded $20 ceiling,
The only good communist is a dead communist! Across the nation, civil unrest has intensified with the demise of the U.S. dollar.
This is not a retreat, nor are we abandoning our Asian allies.
Under threat of annihilation by the Greater Korean Republic, Japan has surrendered.
Martial law is now in effect. Excessive force will be used.
hours after the president ordered a freeze on bank withdrawals.
We don't know where we will get our next meal from.
The Mexican government has imposed strict immigration quotas.
Some of this is hitting a little too close to home.
American refugees.
Korea's annexation continues to spread despite the U.S.
It's almost as if people knew
Today, the
that a
Greater
pandemic
Korean
was going to
Republic
come
launched
from
a laser
Asia.
communication satellite, claiming it will bring a message of peace to the entire world.
All this coming from North Korea, though, is quite laughable. They're nothing but a vassal state of China. Although if we get into a global conflict with China, something like this might be possible. I can see San Francisco surrendering completely. They would probably welcome the Chinese as liberators. U.S. military isolated and scattered. Yes, because they're all woke now.
Good morning, Montrose. You're listening to KPAR 88.3 FM.
안녕하세요. 지금 여러분이 듣는 KPAR 88.3 방송을 듣고 계십니다.
It's another beautiful
So replace Korean with Chinese and you have a situation that could possibly happen.
The days are getting shorter, and every citizen of the
And there are certain factions within the country that are heavily pushing for a confrontation with Russia and China
music that makes your work
at the same time.
float with efficient cooperation.
I don't think we should be fucking around with either country, but that's me.
Open this door. This is the occupational police.
And this is why we have a Second Amendment.
Against the wall! Robert J. Why are you so reluctant to serve your country in its time of need? We understand that you have lost everything, but you must take heart in what patriotism can bring you. Our glorious leader, Kim Jong-un, will teach you to unlock your country's natural resources, bringing prosperity to all. It is a gift to you. But you have forced us to examine your dedication to America's cause. Take him away!
They're using weapons that look remarkably like the M4s.
Keep moving! Eyes forward! Stay in line! Get up! Get up! Move like that! Do not speak! Get on the bus!
There's the Korean Gestapo right there.
Anjo, 시끄러! You are under arrest! Arms behind your back! Hey! Hey!
I can't see a foreign government doing this to citizens of the United States. I think if this were to be done, it would be done by the United States government under martial law. America's been under the occupation of a shadow government since World War II ended, and the last American nationalists were finished off. That's why you see so much resistance with Donald Trump. He actually went to the Devil's Den in the WEF and spoke of nationalism.
For some reason, they have my family. If I don't do what they tell me, I'll never see them again.
Don't look! Please don't look! Just don't think about it. Just
wait!
Close your eyes.
Did you hear the Voice of Freedom's broadcast last night? He says this shit's happening all over the state. Every time the resistance gains some ground, the KPA comes down on the rest of us. More fuel for the labor camps. Never gonna see most of those people again.
Is that the dude in front of me talking? Game doesn't look as bad as I remember it.
Disobedience will be punished swiftly and without mercy.
It uses the same game engine as Saints Row 2.
Please have your papers ready to present to the police.
Ever notice how quick the bodies disappear? Mass graves. That's what I've heard. Look, when we get to wherever they're taking us, we gotta stick together, okay? We gotta watch each other's backs.
I understand during COVID, some authorities in some places were considering mass graves. Like I said, it's not a foreign government Americans need to watch out for. It's their own government. And as that Second Amendment goes away,
Thank me later.
what you got to look forward to. That's happened in numerous countries around the world. As soon as they take your guns, they can do whatever they want, because what are you going to do? Throw a rock at them?
Glad to see Gunner's plan didn't get you killed. I'm Rihanna. Let's go.
Actually, this game looks a hell of a lot better than I remember. I remember it looking quite shitty at the time, but now I'm looking around it. I mean, it's got a, let's just say, a weird look to it, but it doesn't look that bad overall.
They're trying to head us off!
hope you're worth what this rescue's gonna cost us.
We need you in this fight, Jacob.
Two of them
Start
coming
shooting.
over the fence.
Aim for the head. Make every bullet count.
Oh, hit markers. I was just talking about that in the last game I recorded.
Holy shit! There's no going back. You got Korean blood on your hands. You're in the resistance now.
Oh, an AK. Alright. Now we're talking.
They're coming through the skylight. Stay low and keep behind cover.
Are you trying to get shot?
How about you shut up and I'll do what I deem
Pick
necessary?
up any spare mags you find. Don't leave any ammo for the enemy.
What is that?
There's a gas station up ahead. Kim's
AR variant.
I know a shortcut through the suburbs. We need to get out of sight until this blows over. Enemies by the bus. Come on, down the alley. That's how it's done.
Forgot how nicely the PS3 controller is for shooters. I don't know who in the hell in upper management keeps deciding to change the controllers, but they had it right with the PlayStation 3.
Inside, inside.
No one is ever going to convince me otherwise.
Transport heli.
Convex thumbsticks. Wow, just enough movement. I mean, granted, the PlayStation 3 controller thumbsticks went... They could get a little iffy after a couple of years, but... God, the PS3's thumbsticks were so good. See what the grenades look like? Looks alright. Of course graphics don't make a game. Just some nice polish. Ooh! You see them dudes go flying? Knee shot. He would have been a North Korean military guy. Except he took a bullet to the knee. Seems like a lot of military to go after 3 people. I hope that grenade didn't bounce off him. I'd rather have the AK. I understand the 5.45 by 39 bullet is, well, let's just say it earned its nickname, Poison Bullet.
Everybody in one piece?
When that thing hits the body, it's supposed to tumble like crazy. The 5.56 bullet used to tumble when it was originally designed, but I understand they changed how it maneuvers through air. Mark 1 red dot. What's the difference? Oh, that one's green. I like the other one.
Boone, it's Connor. We got the pilot. Don't worry about it. Just a gas station. Ought to slow him down.
You mean it actually had gas?
On the way to Revere Road. Meet us there. I don't have time to argue. Connor out.
What was that about?
Boone thinks it's too dangerous to blend in with the locals. He'd rather risk the entire operation than upset a bunch of squatters.
Calm down. He's just looking out for them.
Yeah? Well, who's looking out?
Oh, got an MBT right there.
Fuck, tank. Stay out of sight until it passes.
I don't know what MBT means. It means main battle tank. After the well, let's just say during the Cold War when tank designs changed, there was no real designation from light to heavy to medium tank and all that. They all just changed to MBTs. One tank to suit all roles. Developed other things like infantry fighting vehicles such as Bradleys, Soviets had theirs. You'll never see me.
We're clear. Some shortcut.
Hey, this says don't enter. I'm breaking the
I didn't expect
rules.
them to send the entire army after us.
What did you expect? You kicked the hornet's nest.
I read your file, Jacobs. You'd better live up to it.
I got a file. This. The continuing decline of the global economy is visible everywhere. In Elizabeth, New Jersey, container ships arrive less frequently, only partially filled or sometimes not at all. In Singapore, those same containers, once destined for the U.S. and other ports, lie empty in massive stacks near the bustling ports. And all over the United States, people wait in lines for supplies that were once plentiful and easy to come by. In some areas, nerves are beginning to fray as tensions grow. Okay. How long is it? A riot broke out in a Walmart. I'm not surprised there. Outside of Phoenix on Tuesday after supplies failed to arrive on schedule. An unthinkable circumstance only 2 years ago. Customers were forced to wait in lines as long as 8 hours in the hot sun for simple goods that just never arrived. Is it so hard to get asthma medicine from one warehouse to another? Asked Janet Evans, a former legal assistant and mother of 2. I desperately need this medicine for my son, who suffers from uncontrollable asthma attacks. The whole time I stood in that line, I was worried sick that he might be having an attack. Representatives from Walmart did not respond to inquiries about their supply chain, save for the generic press release that described their shipping and supply chain as the envy of the developed world. Sounds like your typical corporation.
Jacobs, climb up and cover us while we check the next yard.
Yeah, they got a tire swing. Those things are a lot of fun. Till you get your leg caught in it.
We're coming over the fence.
No shit. Are they red barrels? No.
Another heli coming in low.
They look like American choppers. Why was the throw grenade prompt coming up as I was falling out of the treehouse? Or I should say the treehouse was falling with me. Someone's flanking me. At least I took him with me. Load times aren't bad. ACOG. Give me some zoom there. Maybe times 4. Oh, it's burst fire. Okay. This is a good defensive position. I didn't know this was here. Some of these guys have more armor than others.
Push through the wreckage.
You see that nigga go flying? A grenade, bitch. Ew. I'll pick this thing back up. At least it's got some ammo. I think that's the most I can carry. Oh, it is full auto. Okay. I thought this was burst fire, too. Oh, there's the machine gun. Okay. Be able to pop a grenade up there. I don't really know how long I can cook these off before they blow up. Well, that didn't work. Bitch just fell right out the... What killed me? That guy kind of looks like Sam from Supernatural. Oh, he was just totally ignoring me.
Machine gun, second floor window.
Hey, those are some really strong grenades. Sends these bitches flying. Thought I already took that MG out.
APC, get out of the yard. Circle around to the left.
Get down! That cannon will tear you apart!
Yeah, it will. What is that, a Bradley?
Our weapons won't even dent that son of a bitch. We need explosives.
We'll draw its fire. Flank it!
Can't really tell.
Find a way to get above
Some
it.
type of an APC. Kinda looks like they're using stolen US hardware.
Get in that window.
C4. It doesn't exactly look like a Bradley. Looks a little more Soviet in design. Another. What are these things? They kind of look like a collectible. Salvage sale. For a second, in the corner of my eye, I thought it said O'Doyle Rolls.
Revere Road is through these yards.
It's strange that people live so close to the wreckage.
Stranger still, they aren't out here helping us.
American gas prices rise to record highs as Great Arab War escalates. Rise in demand from across the globe, coupled with instability from the Persian Gulf region, has caused gas prices in the U.S. to skyrocket, up 79.1 cents from last month and up $3 from this time last year. This week's average gas price in Southern California was at $12.61 for regular, $12.81 for premium, and $12.77 for diesel. Well, one way to bring a country to its knees is raising energy costs. Markets are incredibly vulnerable to a variety of influences at this point, said Chris Winters, manager of the Consumers Network Gas Tracker. It's difficult to predict how the market is going to react to further pressures. Winters went on to say that although May is typically the month with the highest gas prices during the year, the political situation in the Gulf could throw standard calculations and expectations out the window. The state government has reacted to the situation by implementing a rationing system, the details of which will be announced coming this Tuesday. Well, what they could do is just create synthetic gasoline out of coal. I mean, Standard Oil did sell that technology to the Nazis in World War II. it could be used if you need energy that badly, but the Green Party wouldn't have that. It is expected to focus on interstate shipping with an emphasis on food and medicine, and to discourage using gasoline for personal transportation. Austerity measures.
Shits, the EMP must have fried their balls too. You'd think seeing a plane fall out of the sky would have put guns in their hands.
Maybe they're not ready to fight. The KPA doesn't bother these people. They're just trying to live their lives. Besides, Boone gave you an order.
Boone's not here. We're gonna do whatever it takes to stay alive.
I guess Buzzcut has to open the door. Yep. I think that swimming pool's seen better days.
Goddamn resistance! What are you doing here? We're a peaceful community. There are families here, man. You can't be bringing us this kind of trouble.
Everyone calm down. As soon as others get here, we're moving on. Sure they weren't followed. We're leaving. But you should all get inside.
I know that guy's voice. Irish from Battlefield.
Sit, don't come here. You risk starting a shitstorm right where these people live.
We had nowhere else
At least
to
it sounds
go.
like him.
The area's crawling with KPA.
We're supposed to be fighting for these people, not hiding behind them.
Who the fuck's hiding?
That's enough, both of you. You must be the pilot. I'm Boone Carlson. I founded this city. U.S. military is gathering near San Francisco. They need fuel. We have a plan to get it. We need you. Into the house! Now!
You see, an action like that would mobilize the entire nation. It's not something you'd want to do if you were trying to be an occupying force. I mean, I know, I'm American. My government was an occupying force in how many countries over the past 30 years?
We have to drop fire away from the civilians!
Pacify that infant, damn it!
Where's the baby? Oh. Cooking ethanol. Well, there's one source of fuel. The reason for taking the babies is you indoctrinate them as they're growing up. This was one of the main purposes in the pre-World War II years of the Hitler Youth. That's where he got most of his SS officers from.
Someone pacify that infant, damn it!
How you create fanatics. Indoctrination. Start young. See if some C4 works. Oh shit, there's someone right there.
I said they're coming with us!
Keep moving!
Hide back here. We'll come and get you after everything settles down.
Come on!
Let's say we love looters or we love hooters.
Here. We need Goliath. Where is it? Hopper, where's Goliath?
Out back. Goliath's out back. But the target was in my bag. Over there!
Fuck is that? Remote control APC?
Nav and 50 cal or pseudo intelligence, but the rockets are you.
the targeter!
He's gone. Hopper, let's go! Under fire! Help over here!
How long do I got it targeted for? Oh, that's got rockets.
Take out those vehicles!
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, jackass. Not exactly following my orders. Oh, he doesn't slide. I'm too used to sliding. There, it's about time. I guess it's timed. I guess it has to be designated for X amount of time before it respawns. Or not. Still within the effective range of the M9. Not them. Well, I guess that works too. Ooh. Well, that was a pretty good intro.
Yesterday afternoon, KPA authorities raided the town of Montrose, Colorado. Their goal, in the words of the enemy, was to neutralize high-value citizen targets. But this was not a measured response to American insurgency. This was innocent blood running red on Main Street. Your families and friends shot down like animals. One of the Montrose resistance cells reportedly escaped after a brutal firefight in a nearby neighborhood. We can only hope that these freedom fighters made it to one of their safe zones somewhere in a sea of abandoned suburbs. But whatever their fate, we will fight on. Don't believe the lies of the Korean-controlled media. We are the channel of truth, and this is the voice of freedom.
Can't believe what the media says now. Anyone.
You're listening to KPAR 88.3 FM. Our top story this hour, 24 American civilians are dead in the wake of a shooting spree by a local insurgent group. KPA authorities are searching for Connor Moore.
Goddamn propaganda. Glad you're awake. Saw you take more punishment than a man could live through. Come on outside when you're ready. I'll show you around.
Alright, I feel that was a good intro video for this game. That's where I'm going to cut this one off.